All right, welcome everybody. Josh, you're down in the basement. We got a game going. Bottom of the eighth, couple on. Blue Jays looking to get back in it, down 3-1. Here we go. Anyways, yeah, we got a little mixer going on tonight, a little Friday night fright. No more spots in this one. I was honestly thinking about, though, doing a repeat of the exact same thing, but doing a 10-spot divisional for even a later night break. Like an after party kind of break. So if there are 10 people that'd be interested in it, it would be, this was 34 a spot, that'd be 102. I'd probably do for 100. I could probably put up on the website. So if there are 10 people looking to drop 100 to get in a 10 spot snake draft of the same thing, or it'll repeat, let me know. We can talk about it. But anyways, yeah, just got home from work. Not even clean down here. It's kind of a mess. I was sorting a lot today. Anyways, welcome. Hit the like if you could. Happy holidays. It's a big inning here. Big inning. Top the lineup then. No, not busy. Now, this time of the year, we start to slow down. Air traffic is down. There were some other reasons it was down a little bit more today, but yeah, it started to get the good time. Usually Friday nights slow down, or it's typically slower anyways. And so, all right, let's get over to the teams. Let's see what we got. Let me get my random.org up. Here we go. So again, we got 30 spots here. I did not have a lucky 7 for this one because I'm doing this. Sorry. Made the catch. All right, 2 outs. We may be getting a game 7 because they're got another 5 or 4 outs for the Dodgers to get game 7. But no lucky 7 tonight because there's not much margin. Normally that just eats into my margin. Not tonight. Anyways, here we go. Randomize the teams once. Randomize the players once. And go over to random.org and do it 7 times as normal. So, oh boy, no, work was fun. It was slow enough, so kind of nice. Lots of chit chat, kind of talking about stuff. And here we go. All right, 7 times. I'm getting distracted by the baseball game. And here we go. Here's the teams. So also, so remember, there's that's 5 boxes, sort of, whatever. Two of the holiday different boxes, and then 3 hobby boxes. 1 from 24. So just so with your teams, just think about if you do want to trade, don't forget what we got for the lineup, which we can go over again real quick. But let me get the teams up here on the screen. All right, here we go. Diamondbacks, Rocky, Braves, Nalabear, Orioles, Plumberman, Red Sox, Sean S, Cubs, Ray K, White Sox, Antonio M, Reds, Mr. E, Guardians, West Y, Rockies, Cartaholic, Tigers, Phil T. All right, here we go. We're going to the 9th. Astros, Stephen M. That sounds weird. Royals, Ray K. Angels, Nick C. Dodgers, Mark H. Marlins, Mark W. Brewers, Nikolai Twins, Mark H. Mets, Mr. E. Oh, I didn't put Hutch for those because I did that later. I should have put Hutch. Yankees, Hutch. And let's see here. Athletics, Cartaholic, Phillies, Ray V. Pirates, Cartaholic, Padres, Adam, Giants, Plumberman, Mariners, Nalabear, Cardinals, Stephen L. Rays, Mark H. And Rangers, Richard B. Jays, Mark H. Nationals, Mr. E. No, my kids don't. 2 of no. My youngest is 13. she's actually down in Tulsa. She went to a football game. My wife's down there too. And anyways, and my two middle kids, they went to someone's house. They had a bonfire. There's some sand volleyball, even though it's cold out, but I don't know. Just hanging out and having a good time. And then my oldest is just being a bum. He's here at home. So, anyways, if you want to trade, Mr. E, I don't know if he's in here. He said that he was interested in trading for his Mariners or Yankees or both. He sent me a message earlier. I'm not sure if he's gonna make it in because I replied to him on my way home. So I don't know if he's in here or not, but he wants those. I don't know who he got. He had a few teams. He has Reds, Mets, and Nationals. So maybe Nala, you could trade for your Mets, and he could get the Mariners. That's a kind of a match. And then he does have the Nationals he could trade for his Yankees, but I don't know if I'd trade. I don't know if I would go on the hook and trade Nationals for his Yankees in this situation because Nationals are, some good rookies. 24 stuff, but he's a Yankees fan. So, Mr. E, if you're here, you definitely have the opportunity to get it. And then, anyways, what's going on, everybody? Steven's in here. Mark, game day, cards, guitars. Who else? Ron, what's up? Nate, what's going on, my friend? Mr. E is here. Mr. E, you have Nationals, Mets, and Reds. I think you could probably get if you wanted to trade the Mets. I don't know if he'd be up for it, but if Nolly, he's a Mets fan, so I haven't seen him yet. But anyways, so yeah. Also, if people would be interested, I could put up a 10-spot snake draft of the same mix. We could replay it after this. It'd be $100 a team. This was $34, not $100, but $100 a spot. So this was 34 teams, so 102. I would do 100 if we did it as a 10 spot. So Yankees for Nats, done deal. Let me go back and I'm gonna put Hutch down because I don't like how it's gonna make me so messed up now. Hutch. So let's see. So Yankees are no longer Hutch. They are Mr. E. And the Nationals are Hutch. Let's change these others to Hutch. 2 teams in here. I think that's all of them. One more. I messaged, so did somebody else in our chat. I don't know if he's at work tonight. He may be at work. Cardaholic is saying Rockies for Angels. Who has the Rockies? I mean, who has the Angels? Nick C, if you're interested in the... I don't know if Nala's in here yet. We did page him, so... Looks like we got a good shot at a Game 7, fella. Good shot, which, hey, that's great. That's great. That's what I think most people were rooting for outside of the teams. I thought it was going to be a Dodgers beatdown, but now it's working. What time is it? He's got to be getting close. It's 11 out there. I know it's, Friday night. I don't know, but I mean, Halloween, I don't know. We can give it a minute. It's Friday night. I don't normally, I work early Saturday mornings, but I don't tomorrow. I don't work till 1, so I can stay up late. It's just me and my oldest son here. My wife, they're going to leave Tulsa here soon. It's a 3-hour drive after some high school football. So let me buy from online store. Nikolai, what's going on, man? Yeah, there's definitely quite a few trade offers up there. So people, if you do get a trade, put the emojis up there, the appropriate ones to get my attention. All right, push the buttons back here. Hopefully, can't get Nala because Nala he's got quite a few trade offers. I would think he would take the Mets or the Mariners. I would think that. He's a Mets fan, and Seattle doesn't really have anything, like crazy in this. There's no good rookies like in 25. So, but we'll give him a minute. I know he's working, so. I messaged him. I think he should. He usually checks his phone pretty often. So I mean, he was on there a little bit ago. So we can give him a few minutes. Here we go. Bottom of ninth. Any other trades up there? Any other trades? How about the Rockies for Angels? Did that go through? I don't think they're going to win. I mean, they're down. See, I mean, they could make a comeback. They got 3 outs to do it. I mean, they're definitely not out of it, but they're definitely then they're all down to a 1-game 7. All right, so I did put it up on the website if people are interested. The 10 spot of the exact same thing, 10 spots. End up taking a couple bucks off of this price. So if anybody's interested, it is there. Yeah, no, not a whole lot going on. In game 7's fun, right? I mean, that's exciting, and hopefully it's a great game. Unfortunately, I got to work from 1 to 9 tomorrow, and that kind of blows. I mean, we won't be that busy, so I'll probably have to take some breaks. Hey, I'm gonna take a break and go, as long as we're not short. So, but yeah, I mean, this is a good game, and there was a couple games that weren't that great as far as just blowouts, but overall, I mean, we had 18 inning game. Wasn't it? Wait, was it 18 innings? Is that how far it was? I can't even remember now. I stayed up the whole time, but I can't remember. Dude, Striker's break today. I don't know if he kept it up the whole time, but I was watching a good chunk of it. He was in it the whole time. Can't believe. Like, in character. And it was pretty good. I mean, he did a pretty darn good job with that. And I don't know if he kept it up the whole one, but it was at least an hour plus. I mean, the costume was, I mean, yeah, but it was just, it was entertaining. All right, let's see. Set it away. So I found a random pile over here. I didn't find the random, but there's a bunch of piles. I just happened to go through because I was looking for something else. These Yamamoto's in there. Debut. That was 76 Independence Day, and then a Chrome negative from some regular Chrome. So there's true rookie there. Pretty sweet. So, yeah, let's get it. It does suck. That's why, I mean, honestly, I'm doing these breaks. It's kind of helping. I'm not making a lot of money off these breaks, but I'm getting a lot of the money I've invested in the product back. So it's kind of nice. And so, and some of these are at the last boxes that, you know, and some of them I went and got just to add to it. So I'm not making much, but selling stuff, you know, it brings in some money. It's more than I'm getting paid for my real job. So. Looks like it hit the. Did that hit the bat? Yeah, definitely. You said it helps. I mean, I've bringing in cash. Did it hit the bat as well though? It hit the bat at the same time. Like his pinky and then like the knob of the bat. That hurts. That definitely hurts, man. A Bowman Chrome Mega, probably for sure. Oh yeah, I definitely would rather have. I mean, I don't know what I mean. That's $10 cheaper, and there's just I don't know so much more potential out of that Bowman Mega. You know, that's what I would say. I mean, personally too. I mean, it's fun to do a couple of those megas, but I'm not going to do a ton of them or keep ripping. It's just kind of a fun little rip just to do it. But if I could do a mega, I would. I mean, a Chrome, Bowman Chrome. It's definitely for me, be a bit more exciting, potential rip. It's it's Chrome, and obviously you can get Chromes out of the megas, which is pretty cool. All right, let's see if we got Nala yet in the chat. Not yet. I mean, I'm pretty sure that would be a pretty good trade. I think he would trade. I don't know why he wouldn't on that. So I'd probably be willing to pull the trigger on that. Than that trade, because there's really nothing crazy for Seattle out of this. I mean, obviously you could get something crazy for, Seattle. Like I think Ken Griffey Jr. has rookies, has autographs in this, but obviously the odds of that, there's not like a good odd potential type stuff. So I'll give him a minute though. If he jumps in. It's 11 there. I mean, it is Friday night though. It's Friday night, so that was like Yeah, it was a perfectly hit. Just like landed right there in the wedge. That's kind of crazy. But still, second and third, no outs. Crazy. We got 2 blues. There may be actually something else in here. Or is that just the 2 blues? Maybe it's the 2 blues. Yeah, okay. I thought there was something else in there, but there's not. All right. Let me actually update this. Adam, do you think and Ron, you guys would probably say Seattle, and for the Mets, that'd be a fair trade for Nala? I feel like that would be. I mean, I would be pretty confident he would do that trade. But I'm gonna get some more concurrence from the OGs and hook up Mr. E at the same time. So it sounds. He usually gives me permission to trade for stuff. Yeah, I honestly think he would do it. So I'll pencil it in for now. I'll pencil it in there. Oh, here we go. Little 10. So you get 4. Oh, so we got extra here. So we got a Yordan Alvarez on the holiday back, and we got something else over here too. Another. So we got 2 in this one. Blue. All right, none of those really were hitting, unless you're a big Kikuchi fan. And what do we got here? Ellie on that. So we got 2 of the. That's the first time I've seen that from a 10. Haven't opened the lot and haven't really watched anybody open them. But normally you just get that 1, but we got 2 on the. And then yeah, these aren't anything, but. Ellie. Big old wreath on his neck. Glass now's coming in, huh? It sounds like probably tomorrow Otani is going to start. That's what it's. It makes the most sense to have him start. Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Unless you're going to bring him in to close, right? Like where it's okay, the game's over. You're just going to wait till he's going to come in to close. That's kind of what they were talking about. Put these couple little Christmas things up here. All right, I want to get a Chrome. I've opened 3 of these total. 1 for myself, 2 for number 5. And only seen 1 Chrome so far out of the first 4 I've opened. Oh, wow. No way. Game 7, fellas. Crazy double play. A shallow bloop liner. They come in and pick off the guy at second. Wow, that just ended quick. How did he not get back? That's some really bad base running. Wow. That's some really bad base running. I mean, you can't be getting... Wow. Wow. That's really bad. You can't do that. Because if it drops, the worst thing is you're stuck at second, right? The worst happens is it drops. No one moves, but yeah, base loaded, no outs. I guess there was one out. I mean, right? I mean, because you could see that he was getting to that ball. I thought for sure he was getting to the ball after pretty quick. You know? All right, well, we got the game 7. Well, looks like we got a relic. Got a relic, but maybe you can get more in a relic. Again, there is up on the site the exact same break, a 24 Inception, a 25 Finest, a 25 Chrome Hobby, and these couple Holiday, a 10 and a Mega. Took a couple bucks off, down to $100 for 3 teams. You get to pick 3 via a snake draft. Couple spots maybe sold. Maybe. A couple spots sold so far, so. Here we go. That's weird. Turned around in a weird spot. Oh, no, because I picked it up. That's why. I was like, wait a minute. Not normally just turned around randomly. Google. Little hat. Otani. Vientos. I do like that they turned it around this year. It does make it a little easier to not have to stare. And we got a Chrome as well. Detroit. Trey Sweeney rookie at a 99. Very cool. So we got I think we got a relic in here too. Nice. Very cool. And Alex Bregman with a bat. Candy cane bat. What's up, yo? Yeah, I posted this when I was going to do this break Wednesday night, but we only got 17 of the spots sold for that night, and so I just continued on. I worked last night, and so we're doing tonight, and it sold out earlier. Mr. E got the last few spots earlier, so yeah, it was sold before I went live. Ooh, look at that, Otani, it's a good one. In case you didn't know, just in case you didn't know, I'm letting you know. And Marcelo Mayer, rookie, on the blue foil. It's been a good box. But I did put in the exact same breakup on the website. If you're going to be able to stick around for later, we're going to, it'll be a snake draft. You get 3 teams for $100. So it's actually, a little bit better price per team than this. See ya. Little wood relic. James Smith, Santander, Hertz, and okay. Well, normally it says you get 3 SPs. There are only 2 cards turned around. Bregman and the Scooble. I wonder since we got the Chrome and that, it took away from that, which... Let me look at the front, see if they have anything have snow on them. Maybe, because maybe if it's an SSP, it's not turned around, possibly. Then, obviously, the back. Back's pretty easy to tell. There we go. Jackson Churio, it wasn't turned around. And that is just an SP on the holiday back. There we go. I made it easy. But hey, we got a chrome and a relic. Tani. This year's design is far superior than last year's. Last year's design was kind of crazy. I like the glitter on this, how they did this year. It's kind of nice, kind of simple. And I like the little bit of, the little snow, like kind of, background snowflakes. They're there, kind of change it a little bit, very soft. And then just the simple candy cane. And then the, definitely, yeah. Well done this year, Tops. For XP points, he's in it to win it. Cards, and guitars. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the dono. He's number 1. And a Marcella Mayer. All right. So, yeah. Anyways, Otani, it was probably going to start. It would be my guess. Based, people were talking. He's probably going to start. Or they're just going to hold and hopefully there's a situation for him to come in and close. On the 9th, they're up. And he can come in and close. We got a clubhouse leader. $5 holler. I'll make it happen. Do a lot of stuff for $5. All right. Well, maybe not really. Maybe not really. All right. Let's see here. Let's get some of the holidays all on the same stands. We don't need a lot of room for the holiday. Put these there. What the mayor? Otani needs his own stand. The unicorn. I'm just gonna go ahead and get these squared away over here. Again, really, these were just kind of little add-ons. The little extra. And we'll just put them all. Who's gonna go on top? Let's let Cheerio be up front on the cup card. Why not? Why not? Why not? Get this out of the way because the game's over. Oh, too much stocking. There we go. 25 Chrome Hobby. Dude, Nala. Was it last night? I can't even remember now. Pete, what's up, man? Was it last night? Was that the wood night or was it the night before? I don't remember now. I don't think it was last night. I was at work last night. Adam, what's up, man? Appreciate it. $1.99 donut. Mom spaghetti. Is that what it sounds? Is that what the music sounds like or something? I don't know. I'm not really listening. I can kind of hear the background. He had 2 wood nights. What was last night? Was last night? Last night wasn't the big night, was it? The big wood? What was the other wood? I mean, one big was pretty big. A pretty big wood. That's a big wood. Can't hear music. Music. Yeah, it's just kind of very soft background tonight. It's I don't know, you know. Oh yeah, the first. Okay, yeah, I remember the first, the base, Bowman first auto, and then yeah, the big orange. Who got the big orange? Who was that for? I don't even remember now. Oh, that's just an insert. Never mind. I saw black. I was like, oh, I like black. Seeger, that's just a refractor. Benji. Rice on the refractor. Wit. We need to get some buybacks in this too. That's not a buyback. Ooh, yeah. All day. I see some Dodgers. And Malloy. Ooh, a negative. Oh, Hassan Kim. Dodgers negative. Nice. And a Dodger behind it. Mr. Betts. Right, you go there. You go there. Something for the Dodgers. You got Markey. Has Kim even done much in this playoffs? Has he played a lot? I don't remember seeing him much in the World Series. I'm assuming he's just been on the bench and just kind of their pinch run type situation. Oh, you think he's hurt? I did not know that. Okay. Because, I mean, I feel like I've seen him in the playoffs doing some pinch running, but... Okay, so he's not even on the... Okay, I don't know. I don't remember seeing him honest at all in the World Series. So, yeah, I don't know. I know he was in... Pretty sure I remember seeing him at least pinch run at some point in the playoffs. Cheating. I'm cheating. He's going to pinch around the playoffs and scored. Okay, yeah, I remember. I'm pretty sure I remember him coming in. Paul Skeens, Cub card, the refractor. Stuart Baroa is the auto for the Blue Jays. Don't know much about that guy. Was not the auto we were looking for. Yankees. Will Warren refractor. Another Benji. Ben Rice. 99. 7 of 99. Big Ben. Nate. $2 holler. World Series funsies. Dude, it is, man. We got game 7. Let's go. Appreciate it, my friend. Oh. That is the refractor. Pedro. Preston. We don't. This box. Only one numbered card in the auto? In the world? Benji. I didn't like throw anything that wasn't supposed to be over here. Like one of these were numbered or something crazy. Hard to tell in some of these. Nope, nope, nope. I don't think any of these were image variations. That's not. And factor. All right. No. All factors. It's just one numbered card and an odd. Oh wait, we did get the Kim. I forgot about the Kim up there. Okay, the negative, which the negatives are a very low print run, so I just forgot about it. We did get two. I know. I remember Striker was this year. It was quite a bit lower of a print run. Usually not a huge print run, maybe a few hundred, but this year was like 100-ish on the negatives. So that's what it was. That's what it was. I just forgot. Hutch doesn't actually have this. It's actually that's going to Mr. E. I don't have it updated on there. I update on the back end. Here. Let me get it updated here on the screen. I forgot to bring it over. And I did get the Mr. E for the Mariners. I'm making the executive call for the Mariners and the Mets. I'm pretty confident in him. If not, he can chew me out later. All right, let's see. Let's get this Skeens and this Benny. Yeah, that one's going to Mr. E. So he's probably keeping. He's a Yankees fan. But you can talk to him. But that's between you and him. I have to rip this sweatshirt off here soon. Here we go. 24 Inception. It's been a while since I've opened some of this. One autograph or autograph relic. Yeah, let's see here. 1, 2, 3. We did get it. We got it. Wait, no. That one's just thick. Okay. I was thinking maybe we got an extra hit, but that's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So maybe a relic auto then. It's slightly thicker. Victor Scott, rookie. Okay, this is from 24, so don't forget that. Right, here's the X back. Bichette. Heavy. That's a rookie on the green. Gordon Wicks on the green, the back. Mr. Pena. 30 of 125. Okay, just Heston Kjerstad, rookie. Thick though. That's thicker than I remember these autos being. Home to the O's, Plumber Man. What do I need? 75 pointer. Let's just do 100. It's fit in there, but we'll just make it nice and oh yeah, it's better. Wrongo, yeah. I don't know anything about Heston. I'm not the guy to know about his whereabouts, what he's up to. I mean, I know him. I just don't know as far as, you know, what he is doing. He did. I don't even know what he did this year, to be honest with you, on that. Let's put that back. Little Ellie and a bow on the. So this is like a, not really a short print, but kind of like a short print parallel with the X back there. Ellie on the green. We'll put this to the side. To the side. Yes, Kyle Stowers was the one they should have. They needed to keep the O's, but they traded him. Yeah. I don't know. I know Norby had a decent year, right? He didn't have a Stowers kind of year, but I got a handful of nice Norbies that I pulled for myself. I got his Golden Mirror SSP. I pulled that and it gemmed up. Those things are hard to gem. But I gemmed that one up. Pretty sweet. Mr. Anderson. Mr. Harper. Eric. Out of 300. Matty Shaw. Yeah, that's not great. That's definitely not great. I can agree with that. Stephen Kwan at a 99. Nice. On the blue, 97 to 99. Tyler Locklear. Tatis, 60 a 60. On the pearl. Checkerboard. Sasaki, 2 of 125 on the purple creators. Box is loaded. Couple of Dylan Cruz. Tyler. I want to have 3 number cards. Adam, who do you have? Padres. Okay, yeah. 60 of 60. eBay 101. GameStop has finest hobby? Oh, that's like in the store or online? I've never seen hobby products in store. I know they've had some stuff online here and there. What are they selling it for? Detroit, you love Skubal? Are you a Detroit fan? I like Skubal too. He's one of my favorite players. He's one of my favorite pitchers. Like just him. I mean, outside of his, I mean, his pitching, right? His pitching is awesome. But just himself, I just really like. I dig it. I dig him. 429. Yeah, that's a little bit. That's a little bit much right now. Okay, I saw you at the Tigers, but maybe I didn't know. Maybe you also were a fan of them. Oil spill, Ben Rice. These are super rare. That's my first pull on oil. Man, it's a Benny Rice. Mr. E, man. Thinking he made that trade and it's coming through for him. Looking traded off the Nats for that's a nice one. So it's just a common. I'm gonna go pull up the odds. It's been a bit since I've pulled up the odds um for these. I don't know if crochet's better. I think Scooble's one of the best. I just even mean crochet. I mean, I just mean even just Scooble as like just him, like just the kind of guy he is. He's just a very likable guy. Kind of just I don't know. All right, here we go. So oil spill for a common is 1 in 131, which let's see, that pretty much makes it. Let's see if I can find something comparable at about 30. There's only about 30 of these ish. This is pretty much out of 30 on the common oil spill. Ben Rice, man. It's 2 Ben Rice parallels in this. Plus, I think he had a refractor. I like that. All right, continuing on. This is my first one. I'm excited. Oil spill. It looks pretty sweet. Go. Rhett Louder at a 325. Vladdy on the refractor. I think Scooble is more of just a dude, also. Like, one of the dudes kind of get. I don't know. I don't like we got to face him. We got to face him quite a few times as Royals, but that's just life. So I can see that's a rare checkerboard. Lewis rare at a 75 on the purple checkerboard. Aaron Judge refractor. Man, these Yanks everywhere. Yankees. Blue Bob. We'll just put you over there for a second. Again, guys, if you are interested, 10 spot snake draft of this exact same break is up on the site. 8 spots left. Just added it here once we went live. Corbin. Ryan McMahon at a 150. Purple checkerboard. Guess we're saving our last auto, last pack. Be home at 1:30. Home late. There we go. All right. Hopefully we got auto in here. Looks like a base one. Looks like a base. Cam Smith, Nick Kurtz rookie, and Spencer Steer for the Reds. There you go. A little James Wood on the trade. So there's some Yank hits, and then we got a little James Wood at the end. Cam Smith, that's a refractor insert. All right, we got some wood. We got some wood in here. Little wood. Wood, 350. Smith. Who went trick-or-treating tonight and took their kids out, or who went trick-or-treating by themselves? Who just stayed at home and turned the lights off? We don't get trick-or-treaters out where I live. It would not be a very fruitful adventure. I think there was one year there were some kids that came down, but that was the last box. I don't want to put them on the stage, but I did. Before I do this, I'm going to take my sweatshirt off. It's warm down here. It's Red Friday here in Kansas City. cheap sweatshirt on. Ooh, it's toasty. Ooh. Oh. I was big red. Not really, but that was my excuse for just wearing a sweatshirt to work. I was dressed up like Big Red. There we go. A little recap. Ellie. Little green parallel, rookie from Inception. Bo on the just handful of over here. There's another Ben Rice over there. Anyways, McMahon out of 150 on the checkerboard purple. Out of 75, Lubov on the rare. Steer on the base auto. S and the S. Little Wood, James Wood at a 350. 50. Rhett Louder at 325. Ben Rice, oil spill. Approximately 30-ish on the print run of these, according to my calculations. So it's 1 in 131. And there's the pearl checkerboard is at a 30. Is at 30, and the odds are 1 in 135. So about 30-ish on this print run. If it was the rare, those are 107, 1 in 790, which puts it at just a couple. I'm talking like 6 type thing on the rare, and then obviously the uncommon is right between there, probably somewhere. Scooble at a 300. Sasaki out of $125. Stephen Kwan, blue auto at 99. Tatis 60 in the pearl checkerboard. Herstad out of $125. Rookie Inception auto. Ben Rice, another one at 99. Baroa rookie auto. The Ben Rice was nice, but that auto kind of. Hassan Kim on the negative. And Otani on the metallic. Marcelo on the blue foil metallic. Rookie. Got a chrome at a 99. Trey Sweeney and a relic out of that box. And all of the SPs. That's the cookie holiday back. Mayer with Bregman. Little bat. Scuba with the hat. Ellie with the necklace, and he was also a cookie back holiday parallel. So, all right. Again, I'll probably just hang out live a little bit. I don't know, chit chat, or maybe there's no one even on. I don't know. Like I said, there is the mixer up there if anybody's interested in a 10-spot PYT snake draft of this same break. Lucky's here. Might need to go turn that fan on. It's toasty. Anyways, what did people? Did anybody go dress up with their kids, take them out? Or go to a, adult themed party and, everyone dresses up? I don't have much for PC ripping right now. I mean, I have not been buying much lately. So I'm not working. I'm working. I ain't getting paid. So I haven't really. The only thing I did buy recently, it was just some of the basketball stuff. It was kind of fun. I got those hangers I ripped recently. That was fun. But besides that, yeah, I haven't really. Yeah, I've been buying anything for myself to rip. Probably, I ain't getting paid. So, I mean, I guess I'm making a little here, but also, yeah, I mean, there's some, there is some product I want a PC rip. Yes. Do I have any? Negative on big negative. But yes, there is some stuff I would want a PC rip. Lots of it. Lots of it. Lots of it. Let's see. Get this going up here. Try to make some room here. 100 pointer. 100 pointer. And I don't think so. I don't think there's anything hidden. Our wood rips up real. Just put it up here. Off the screen. And on Inception. All day. And Z-Chrome. A mess. Okay. I'm gonna do this Arnie style. Arnie used to do it. We do a break and then you'd hang out. Do a little sorting. I don't have a whole a lot going on. Apparently, nobody went out trick-or-treating. Not lately. I haven't bought anything much from those guys, Blowout or like Dave and Adams. I do buy stuff from them. I'm hoping here soon they'll this month to maybe purchase some stuff from them when they have some deals, so I can get some fun inventory of different. So it's a lot of the breaks I do are multi years. 2, 3, 4 years sometimes. But a lot of the stuff now, I when the stuff comes out, I just buy what I'm going to rip. It'd be nice like when the stuff first comes out, and like, oh man, sweet, I can just grab a couple cases and have them in back stock just to have for future rips. But I can't do that. That would probably be the best way to do it, or like the last couple years when some stuff is cheaper and be able to buy a couple cases of it. This will be good for the next couple years to do some mixers. I for the most part can't. Every once in a while I'll find a box and I'll buy it, and then I'll kind of put it in mixers. But it'd be nice. I'm hoping here from Blowout and David Adams to get a good assortment this month. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. See what we can find, and then I'll probably just from there just look for good boxes. I'm not going to just buy something because it's cheap. Like I don't want. I'm not going to buy something I don't really want to rip just because it's cheap. That's not what I'm going to do. But find the good value where that's a good product, and I can buy it for a good price, and therefore make good value breaks and fun mixers. So that's coming up. Dude, I know. Isn't that crazy? Like I said, I was talking about the other night how I was getting my cases, man. When I was ripping them, I know I got as low as $40 a hobby for a case, and then a couple at like 45-ish for the hobbies. I mean, I went through quite a few cases because it was so cheap. It was really low. I think right under 40-ish. That was the lowest I paid. Like 39 and some change or something like that. And it was just like, man, that was so much fun. So it was, I'm in that ballpark, really, really cheap prices. I bought a couple, a few of them at the lower prices. I mean, I wish I would have bought like 5 of them and then just held on to them, ripped some for myself, and then had some for some breaks, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I wish I would have bought a lot more of the 22 Chrome at this point when it was so cheap. The jumbos, man, you could have got, I want to say they got down to like 175 at one point when they were super cheap and they had sales, you could buy like a jumbo case for like $1,400 or something like that. Now they're back up to like $400 for a jumbo, $300 to $400 for a jumbo. And those are fun because you got 5 autos. Cal Riley's in that. Obviously, Julio and Bobby have autos in that. Torque has autos in it. But again, I don't have unlimited funds. But I'm working towards, where I can build up a chest of that kind of stuff. I'm figuring out new ways of being able to procure stuff to help me out. So I'm working on, this is the hobby. It's fun. But I want to be able to, do the stuff I want to do, but with the breaks, it's fun, but it's not easy to get boxes and to get them in quantity and in at the same time value. 'Cause obviously if I wanted to right now, I could go buy a bunch of stuff, but then I'm, possibly overpaying. And then this, I don't, that's one of the biggest things is trying to provide value on the rips. No, you go there. You go. It was so weird last week, whenever it was, and I had to do that basketball break. I did a basketball break with those 3 hobbies. Doing that sort, it took so long to figure out where the teams go. And then by the end, though, I had it down. Like, okay, because I just did it in alphabetical order of the city. That's how I do the baseball, is alphabetical order of the city. So I was just doing it the same way, and it took me a while. And some of the logos, I'm like, what logo is that? Like, I did not recognize what the logo was because it was definitely different from any time I ever watched the NBA. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, because that 22 stuff was still cheap until really this year. It went up a lot this year, and but again, I wish I would have still jumped on it. I just remember there was a time I was watching a lot of product like pretty often, paying attention to, but and most of the time it was just also just like, okay, what's out there, what am I, and I should get a couple boxes. I should get a couple boxes. I'm like, I don't want to spend the money. And then I just, then you don't. Now I'm like, gosh, dang it. I should have bought a couple cases of that kind of stuff. There's so much stuff that was really good value. Even like right last year for 24, right? A lot of that stuff, if I could, was, oh man, buy a few cases of this stuff when it was cheap, when it first came out. And then it started all going up. Okay, I'm going to get as many cases as I can and hold on to them. Knowing I like to do the mix, the multi-year mixers. Be sweet, but I couldn't have dropped, every time something came out. I can't drop $5-6 grand or something like that. Especially how the rate that all this stuff was coming out. This is great. Would it be awesome if I could? Heck yeah. That'd be amazing. We just always have stuff like, okay, what do we want to do tonight? We can check this mixer out. And I could do it for cheap. Like right now, if I would have got all that stuff for cheap from 22 or from 24, and like, oh, we could have some really good breaks and it would be, really good value. But that's, I know I'm whining about it. It's not fair. I'm just saying so no, I don't have a whole, and right now I don't have a whole lot. I spent some money on some update and then got sent back, got pushed back. I really want to get some updates of Jumbo. So that's going to come out here in a couple of weeks. So hopefully by then, that's where I'm really going to start. I'm going to at least try to buy a case of Jumbos. Maybe I'll probably try to buy 2 if I have a shot at it. When they drop the order, but more than likely it's just going to be hard to get. That's how they do it, on Topps website. But I'm going to try. I think most people are pretty excited for it, and Jumbos are normally the way. They are the way. Yeah, it is getting bad, and certain releases, it's not so hard to get product. Like, okay, sweet, but then it's just like I think they are playing the game on a lot of these releases to where they are purposely limiting what you can buy, even though they say, oh, you can buy up to 3 and you can only add 1 to your cart, and he's just sitting here like, I'm trying to add 2, and then okay, I guess I'll check out with the 1. It's like they're just trying to, they know they're going to hold on to it because it's going to be a good product, popular. It's already got the demand. They're going to hold on to it to sell to the second, the big boys, and they're in the shops at a higher price. Give everybody a little bit, and then all right, if you want more, it's now $50 more a box. Which, I mean, I understand part of that. Obviously, they want to make their money, but it seems like it's kind of, I'm not a fan of it. Nick Sogard auto, yeah, a lot of times on missing hits, it's usually not a great replacement. They usually do, if it's a defect card, like you send something in that's messed up, they usually do a pretty good job on that. But a missing hit is another story. Normally, it's not that great. I will agree if it's a missing hit. But if it's like replacement, they do a really good job of providing value. So I will say that they do well on that. So, and I'm still waiting. I have one. It's been there for a while. I don't know what's taking so well. Yeah, it should have been back by now. It was a Shohei Ohtani. What's that new insert from Chrome this year? Like all black. I got it from one of my megas that I did. The etch, something black edge, shadow etch. The back of it was like peeling up, like really bad, like obvious. I'm like, okay, yeah. So I sent it back in, and I am waiting patiently for my replacement. So I'm pretty excited because that could be something I get something sweet for, because it's Shohei Ohtani. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Shadow etch, yeah, it's shadow etch is what it is, yeah. Anyways, I do, Mark. I have 2 of them. I bought 2 at the same time. Like, yeah, I got them both for a decent price. I was like, I'll buy that. No, I'll buy that one too, because one came up and I made an offer. And $2 auto. Your blessings. All right. Yeah. All right. So we're still waiting. Put a spot in the St. Louis spot, and the Reds. Who will be first? I always like to do that when I'm sorting. Like, okay, who's the last one? I don't know. It's just a game I play when I'm doing it. But we have the Reds and the Cardinals right here in this spot. Here. Oh, Ellie. Oh, right behind it, St. Louis. Every hole is filled. And still waiting for that Bobby auto. I got to call him back again on Monday, because it's been another almost 20 days, 20 business days since I last talked to them, and now that it's going on forever. It's kind of killing me, because it's holding up some stuff, gumming up the works. Let's see. I doubt they've already posted who's going to start, but I'm going to at least go look at it, see what it says. Scherzer, I think we already knew Scherzer was going to start. I wonder if there's like betting odds on who's going to start. If it's going to be Ohtani. I'm assuming it's going to be Ohtani. Let him go, you know, at least a few innings, 2 or 3 maybe. And then what's his name pitched tonight a little bit. Class now, so maybe then he can just come in a couple innings. I don't know. We'll see. What happened? Oh no, it's not my Bobby. It's Ray K's Bobby. The auto that he got from a break, it was redemption from Stadium Club. His rookie auto that I pulled him. So I was gonna redeem it and grade it for him. And so it got shipped out pretty quick because obviously it was already live. But they shipped it FedEx to my post office, and I never got it. And they finally got it back. I waited like a week, expecting them to reach out to me. They never did. So I emailed them, hey, what's going on? Can I get this shipped, please, to my my PO box, please? If you could send it via the USPS, so we'll do a signature because the USPS will hold on to it. They'll put a slip in there saying I need a sign for something, and I'll sign for it. And so they said, okay, let me reach out to the development team for the redemptions and whatever. So finally they got back to me a few days later, and like, okay, no, they can't. Can you please provide, you know, what address you want the ship to? So I just said, it's just my home address, the one you have on file. It's this. And they said, okay, we'll get this out. Could take up to 15 to 20 business days. Never heard anything. I called, talked to a lady. He's like, I don't see anything about them doing anything, so let me just put in a thing. Like, I already talked to somebody. Another 15 to 20 days, I call back, talk to another fella, and he's like, yeah, I do see that the last person put something in, but there's still no action on it. Whatever, do whatever, escalate it, and still haven't heard anything. It's been that was the beginning of the month. I don't remember which day, but it's been about another 20 business days. So I'm about to get my call on Monday. Yo, come on, guys. This is getting old. Just, you need to figure it out because I've still not got this card. And now you should just send me a bonus, please, for my troubles. Heartache. What's the term? Pain and suffering. I need, you know, don't make me get a lawyer involved and sue for, you know, for damages. I've lost sleep. I'm losing hair. I had to go to the doctor, and so I need some compensation. I mean, it's a Bobby Witt auto, guys. Come on. We need, yeah. I did eventually get some of my. I wonder if I have any hanging redemptions, but I got most of my redemptions from Panini, I believe. I had quite a few Wanders from Prism, and I guess I had a Pena and some other guys, but I think I got them all. I don't know. I don't even know how to log into my account, my Panini. I got some points over there. I know that, but I don't think Panini knows what they're doing right now. So Panini is, I think they're going to have to, I mean, they're probably, I mean, they got to sell or something. I gifted you a Panini redemption. Is that like punishment? Like, here, take this. Yeah, I don't know I don't think I'm waiting for anything. Still waiting for the Kurtz Bowman Green Bowman auto. Are they live though, Mark? Have you seen any? Right, because it may just be first sit and sign. All right, sign them yet. Hopefully, maybe here soon in the off season he'll get to it. But waiting 2 years is, you know, which obviously Mark knows a little something about waiting. He was waiting for a big boy for a long time. Speaking of Mark, what's up with that card? What's going on with that? Yeah, I mean they've been in talks with Panini for years now. Panini just sort of sold years ago. They just sort of came together, kind of conglomerated, and they could have kept their products right, kind of underneath Fanatics, and kept that everybody could have shared the license. Oh, nice. Going to PSA. Very cool. What do you think it'll get? What are you looking at? Do you think it has a shot at a gem, or are you just expecting a 9 with a hope, or you're just like, no, it's going to get a 9 at best? Just curious. The pictures look decent. I couldn't really look them over. And it wasn't like scouring over them, but anyways, there is again. I'm just sorting this last break. There's a mixer, a 10 spot mixer up on the website, with the same stuff. Here, that stuff over there. 25 finest, 24 inception, another 25 chrome hobby, and then a couple of those. It's $100 a spot. You get 3 teams, so it's going to take $33 a team. Slightly cheaper than the first break. And here we'll do this. I'm going to throw this in, and this will be, I guess we'll do the lucky 7 for that one, just for fun. Yamamoto night. I found that today, so why not? Yamamoto rookie negative. I don't know what's worth. Who knows? But if we get that filled tonight, we'll throw this in, and when we do the draft order number 7, we'll get that card. Yeah, it's his true rookie negative, man. It honestly, looking at inside this, I don't know like surface, but it's a gem worthy kind of card, to be honest with you. Sandering isn't perfect left or right, but I think it's good enough. It looks nice. And right now, that's a pretty nice card. This stuff's hot. I'll throw that in if it filled tonight. I think I only sold a couple. I just posted it when I went live here with the break. I know Mark's in. I said 1 spot max, but I may open up the multiple spots. I don't normally, but my wife doesn't get home till 1:30, and there's no way I'm going to bed before then. So, because if I went to bed here like in an hour, I just would just get woken up when she got home. So I don't have to really get up. So I might as well do some work. So are there any relics you want to sell me? Cards in general? I don't know. I have been finding a lot more relics. I've been going through their boxes. I'm like, oh man, I have probably found another 40 to 50 like patch autos. I have all those, the fake ones, the manufactured relics, but going through more boxes, I've probably at least found another 50 relics. Some good ones too, some good rookies in the last couple of years. I was like, oh dang, sweet. So maybe at some point I'll have another fun, or maybe just when I have a card sale, I have more of those. So I'm looking to start doing more card sales. I may go to a card sale tomorrow, or a card show tomorrow. That's a small one. We'll just see if I have time before I go to work. I haven't been to one in a while, and there's quite a few coming up locally. They're definitely up in the amount that we're seeing. So. And Lucky, you're a Yanks fan, right? And you like Julio, is that correct? You're kind of like Mr. E. Yankees and Dominican guys. I believe that's what you said. LA, it's over here. What am I doing? I try. I don't have a good memory. I will say that don't. Certain things I have a good memory for. Some things I don't. These kind of things I can do decent at. But like if it's like remembering like, oh hey, before you leave, go downstairs, grab that card for your coworker or grab his box. of cards and take them to work. Nah, ain't gonna happen. It's gonna take me like 2 weeks. I've thought about the last 2 days before leaving for work. When I thought of it, I should have immediately said, dropped everything, gone, got it, put it in my car, and that way it's in my car. But no, ain't gonna happen. I can't do it right now because my car's not here. I'm gonna be driving to work tomorrow. Mark's in for the Dominican ladies. Yeah, there's in December. There's a really big card show. The same place, a bunch of tables, every weekend in December. The first one is everything, sports, TCG, and all that kind of stuff. The second one is just TCG, I think, and then the third one is just sports, and I think then the last one is more all of it. And I was like, oh, but like lots of tables, a few hundred, I think it said, which for around here is pretty big. Corbin Curl. You know what I could do? I could play some Clash Royale. I've been playing that again lately. I have a love-hate relationship with that game, Clash Royale. You ever heard of that? There's Clash of Clans that came out first. I used to play that with my kids, and then I kind of played it a lot, and was pretty good at it. Detroit, jeez. And then Clash Royale came out a little after that. It's been out for, Battle. I think came out in 13. I think that came out in 13. Just a mobile game. That's pretty fun. But I use a really dumb deck. That's not. I haven't changed the deck except for just some minor tweaks when new cards come out. I'm like, oh, that works really well. But I keep pretty much the main deck. But most people are just using whatever the coolest deck is, the meta. And there's quite always a handful of meta decks, and it's just because they're easier to use, and usually they counter my decks. But I'm still pretty good at it. It's fun. I'll play it, and then for like a handful of months now. I used to play it a lot, but now I just play it, and I'll play it for a few months, and then I'll quit for many months, even up to I think one time last time I played for like 2 or 3 years. I came back, my kids were playing it again. I watched them. I was watching them. Like, and then finally after like the third or fourth time watching them play, I'm like, okay, I'll download and play a little bit, and then I just play a little bit, and I just have some fun. And usually I just crush everybody at first because you got to work your rank up. Then it's just all these noobs that don't know what they're doing, and card level, but mainly it's just noobs that don't know how to play the game, and I crush them. It's a fun game. It's a really good game, but I do think Supercell kind of controls the matchups so that people spend money. They play mind games with their customers. That you win some, then you're gonna lose some, and then like they'll play against these decks like, oh hey, you need to switch your deck up and get this card. You need to upgrade it, so maybe you'll spend some money to upgrade this card to be competitive. They do a lot. I think they do a lot of that personally. Just my opinion, but play the game long enough to see how it works. And you're like, yeah, it seems a little sus how they do it. And maybe you don't even know what I'm talking about. You're not a nerd like me. Oh. So also on this kind of break, so like this one, I think I pretty much spent all my money I made on this break last night when I bought that Otani. I'm almost done sorting already. That's why I mean this kind of breaks is fun. There's not a lot. It's just the holiday is the biggest thing because there's 100 cards in that box plus the other one, but just fun. I don't know. How am I doing? Because we are nearing the end of the sort already. But figure. Oh, no. I didn't realize that was Isaac Collins on the Prism. Nice. Keeper. So again, guys, on the site, a mixer up there. If you're interested, here, we'll get it filled tonight. We're gonna throw that in the lucky. We'll have a lucky 7 for that one. Yeah, 10 spots. I think I'll get a couple spots sold. It's $100 for a spot. Obviously, if you're already in this one, shipping will just be you have to pay it again on the site, but it'll get refunded. Agassi, put the judge over there and him. Harper, you can go there. These guys. You put in here. Get all those sleeves. Go. Did anybody come up on a value for that big wood? The gold or the true orange auto? I mean, I would imagine. I mean, Rod, 1,500 plus. Yeah, that's okay. So yeah, that's it's about. I mean, yeah, that sounds about right. That's a big card, and he had a good year. So I mean, he struck out a lot. But still, that's what you get. Yeah, that's a nice one. Nice one. All right, let's see. Did we lose Mr. E earlier? Because I pulled him quite a few little yanks. I never even saw him in the chat after a while. Even just some nice, base parallel. Got a couple base parallels of Ben. Plus, there's numbered hits. A couple judges. I can see. Checkerboard extractor. Another Ben Rice. When are we getting the votes? When is, I know the MVP's last. It's like usually Rookie of the Year is one of the, is that usually one of the first ones? But like then like, you know, then there's obviously this, you know, they'll do like the Gold Gloves for, I think the Gold Gloves actually are first, right? And then like there's like every day for like a week they do all the announcements every day. So the Rookies of the Years, that's when I don't know when they do the platinum stuff. But Cy Youngs, and obviously MVP is the last one. See? Benny Boy. Adam said 60 to 60 tenties. Yeah, the Rockies. Not the Rockies, but the Guardians. Wes did. And Ben Rice. Oil spill. Mr. E must have went to bed. Definitely cool looking. Very nice. Hard to get the refractor here on the camera. We got a little wood. Quite to that null level he's been on the heater of, but all right, here we go. Let's just do it. You nerds are in for a treat. I'm gonna get more fans, more people watching the channel just by playing Clash Royale on it. Need to make some room. All right. So who's played this? Come on. Who's played it? So I use a really dumb deck. Really dumb. Sparky's not very good. They made him better when they gave him the Evo, but yeah. Newest edition used to be the Zap. I went with this is new. It kind of helps for certain things. Helps with air a little bit better. E-barbs are kind of, I don't want to say it, you know, but not a very, this is the deck. So like when you play this, you don't see this deck very often. It's an old deck that was never really a meta. It was like popular for a hot second. I was already playing it before then, and then like some, yeah. But yeah, here we go. There is sound. It's just in my ear. Fight. Never. First time live playing this live. Look at this. Oh boy, I'm already screwed. That card, it reflects damage, so it's really good defense against my Sparky. I got to play. Yeah. But I like how he's playing this though, because here we go. So we're gonna count here. Baller. This is I'm in League 4, like pretty high up. Not like ranked. This is the ranked playlist, like, you know, where you got to work into. You can't even get into it. You got to like earn your way up into it. That's the Royal Ghost. If I would have put this farther over, it would have got there, then he would have gone towards the tower. But you got to put it close enough to him where he hits it. This one I'm kind of screwed playing my main defense here, because he can play that stupid... Oh, crap, I put it the wrong way. So I'm talking. But, okay, yep. But, yeah. So he has... Ain't my first rodeo. Yeah, poor guy. I don't think he ever stood a chance. He didn't know it was coming. Yeah, like I've never... Jeez, I swear, some people are so predictable. No chance. We're about to get the dub. And try, guys. Greatness. Greatness right there. I beat Freddy. So you work your way up. So get all the way to the rank. I'm almost all the way to Ultimate Champion. That's where you get ranked. Cool little badges. I used to play this a lot more competitive. That means I've already been there before. Yeah. It's a fun game. And basically, if you just kind of play it casually, it's a good game. It's fun to play back like that. Play a couple matches, or you wait for somebody just because. And if you don't care, you just give up, like whatever. But it is fun. It's fun. It's fun. All right. Back to sorting. Or we could do a good old divisional and be 165. 65, and you get 6 teams instead of 3. Wait, no, 5 teams. 5 teams instead of 3. I can't count. Better late than never. Hey, Nala, I made you a trade. Mariners or your Mets. I made the executive decision. Mr. E. You didn't miss. You actually, I think you came out ahead a little bit because you got a Vientos. That was better than anything for the Mets, really. I mean, for the Mariners. If you're cool with it, I figured you would be, because there's not a whole lot of Seattle and I mean, no rookies really that you're looking for. And then, yeah, both. Well, I mean, Mets. You got at least a couple good. Yeah, what Vientos was he last year? Vientos? That Frankie last? I don't remember. But yeah, at least Lewis on Acuna for 25 stuff. Slightly. I mean, yeah. I mean, so. And you know, Mr. Easa, he likes some Seattle guys. And then who else did you have? You had. You had the Braves. Got nothing. You like that? Yeah, it's a little playlist. I just typed it in on my art list and said, "What do we got?" And Mets. Okay, yeah, Mets and Braves. Anyways, so same break. Either it's up on the site for a 10 spot PYT snake draft for 100, or we could do 165. Maybe I can even. How was the how was the restaurant tonight? Do you guys like do anything for like Halloween holiday or no? Not really. Yeah, so it's Inception and Finest and the 25 Chrome Hobby plus a couple little holiday stuff just thrown in there. So I do 160 on a division, even cheaper. 160. It's on the website for 100 for a 10 spot mixer, but or do 160 for division. Get a whole division. But yeah, it's in 24 Inception, 25 Finest with that. And if we get it tonight, we'll if it's a 10 spot, we'll do Lucky 7. If it's just a division, I'll figure out some other way to give this away. Yamamoto, true rookie from Negative Refractor. Pretty sweet. So it's $100 there on the site, and then obviously if we only get 6, we can add 65 or something. Okay, nice. Yeah, we got to figure that out. My son's getting married here in January. We haven't quite nailed it down, the rehearsal. We need to get that rolling. I'm like, I would like to go somewhere, but I don't think they want to go somewhere. But I'm like, well, I may just override it. We may just go to a restaurant and have a nice or we may just go have it at someone's house that's in town, closer to the church, and they have a big building we could have it in. Then maybe we'll just cater it then. Get some barbecue or something. Let's see here. I'm going to start putting teams together here. All right. Get the materials out. Right now, I'm not gonna pack it up in the thing, but I'm just gonna get it in little packs. $16,000, 630 to 10, and you'll put me down. What if I want it for another 2 more hours? I'm just kidding. Holy cow, that's like, dude, that's insane. I get also you're in New York, so I mean money's probably quite a bit different for that, you know. I mean, yeah, everywhere's gotten expensive, and I mean that's without the liquor. Yeah, I mean, but right, that kind of stuff, right? That's what I mean. Obviously, the big, housing and stuff is more expensive than obviously that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's just yeah. I mean, people spend that. I mean, all kinds. I mean, trust me, there's rich people here, Johnson County, and I mean, for me, it's just crazy to spend that on a rehearsal dinner. I get that's just for the rehearsal dinner, like. That's a decent wedding around here, $16,000, and we're doing it for way cheaper than that. But their bar tab was 2,800. They were two old guys, second marriage. So how many people for 16,000? Was it like is it like a per person kind of thing, or was it just 16,000 and you allow up to a certain amount of people? That's just crazy, man. I mean, just asking for a friend. 70 people. Okay, that's a good amount of people though. I mean, that's not unreasonable. I mean, it's not cheap by any means, but it's not like I mean, it's a couple $100 a plate. So okay, yeah, and well, yes, obviously, because you're closing down the store. Yeah, I get, yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. And so even that is not. I mean, did they have 70 people? Is that like you priced it out at 16,000, or like you said, hey, we need to at least have a certain amount of. It's going to cost a certain amount. Curious the business side of that, how or is that just a set rate for Friday night up to 70 people? And they actually had 70 people, or is that like the max? You just say, hey, it's 16,000 and you can have up to 70 people. And then like, okay. Okay, so yeah, just up to 70 people. They had 45. So that makes it a little bit more play, but still, right? I mean, that's still. I mean, if you got the money, then more power to you. Keys. Ace. Port. I mean, I ain't spending no 16 grand on. I mean, probably 16 around here would probably get you a lot more around here. I mean, but how does that compare to like a normal then Friday night? I would assume obviously you're going to make it well worth your time. In ways that also kind of easier too. In ways, Halloween sucks. Okay, that makes sense too. I was thinking that too. Yeah, because I mean, most people aren't going out to eat on Halloween night. They're out, at a party or hanging out. Maybe some people will straggle in. So probably for you guys, it was a good Good deal then, huh? And like, let's say if it was been a normal Friday night, then like you're like, okay, maybe 16,000 was a deal. Then you're like, okay, we'll do for 16. It's Halloween. We're not that busy. Or do you just that's just like the standard rate for a Friday night? Just asking for a friend. Welcome back. Welcome back. Just doing some sorting now. There is I put the 10 spot PYT of the same break up on the site. It's $100 for that. And if we failed tonight, I threw in the Yamamoto. Or we can do a divisional, and I actually would do it for 160, being cheaper per team. I mean, slightly. I mean, there was 34 for just the regular break, and got it down to about 33 for the 10 spot. I don't know what does that can come out to now. A little under 33. $32. A team, even cheaper. A couple bucks off per team. So yeah, whatever. That's fine. Just to do it, to have fun. I said, I'm gonna be up for a while. So, if anybody's interested, it's up on the website for $100. But also, if you'd be interested in divisional, 160 for 5 teams. You get a whole division, and we can trade teams. So I got 2 tapes. I got a thin tape and a thicker tape. The thicker tape is for when I start to wrap it, put it in. That's versatile better than this. I just use for the again. You got to do this. You got to. I don't know. This is the way I do it. Makes it easier. Yeah, so when Adam gets his card, all he's got to do is like, oh, let me just get this little tab really easily instead of picking at it and just. Whoop. You're welcome. You're welcome. Adam, I got a few things over here for me. Kind of just keep storing them up. I think I have some. Yeah, one thing. What's your cards? I'll probably hold unless you want me to ship. The Deception, a green Ellie rookie. The green parallel is not numbered. I don't think we got a numbered card. We got a X, and then the auto was Heston out of about 25 on the green. That was it. So hopefully the other one performs a little better than that. Yeah, they can't. Well, they can be. That's the thing. I mean, they have cool potential, some sweet stuff you can get out of it. Especially get some of those really cool relic autos, like whether it's a cool relic, more unique. Offer accepted. Sweet. I bought a card. Cheap card. Cheap. Twins. Blue Jays. These hits are in the wrong spot. You guys all go here. We did get a wood. We got a wood. Just a little wood, but it's a wood nonetheless. At 350. It's for Mark. Mark's got some more wood now. He's glad to keep the wood train rolling a little bit. Maybe the big wood is in the next break. Tampa Bay Rays are not a good team in this. Not at all. Yeah, no, my wife and one of my daughters, my youngest, on the way back from Tulsa. They don't get home till 1:30, so that's like 2 hours from now. So I was like, well, I might as well do some sorting, because otherwise, I'd go upstairs, I'd watch a show, and then I'd fall asleep, and then they're home in an hour, and I'd just be waking up. So I was like, hey, we can see if we got another break in it, or either 10 spot. You have fun with that snake draft last night? Kind of a fun way to do it. But in between the divisional and like a kind of in the regular break, sort of. Nala, I did start to look at some of the deals today. I took a little time. I was scrolling through. I think Blowout, they had a ton. There were some decent deals. I'm like, okay. But no, I didn't find anything like, dang, I need to jump on that now. Of course, who knows? And maybe some of the products, the best deal on certain products, maybe now on some of them. But yeah, I'm like, I'll wait, and waiting for those funds to roll in for making any purchases anyway. So, oh, that's right, I forgot. Yeah, you had a team in that. So that break that you did when you got the wood, I was planning on buying a couple spots, but you were live, and then I was watching. I need to get a couple spots in that, and it just never said anything. And then I got. Was that last night you put the big wood? Or was that the night before? I feel like then I was just doing stuff. Like, oh, I was live Wednesday night. I think, yeah, that's what it was. I was like, and then I got in. I was like, oh, spots left. Like, oh, it's filled. I'm like, I don't know. I wanted to get in it, and then you pulled the big wood. I didn't even have a shot at it. All right, what are we doing? What's next? Mystery. And Z Reds. The Reds actually didn't do too bad. Here's the Reds hits. Steer Auto, Rhett Lauder rookie, Ellie rookie. Not too bad for the Reds. And he traded for the Yanks. That worked out well for him. Oil spill at a 99, a refractor at Judge, a Warren refractor. Put that one in. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that I don't wasn't in that one, but yeah, it was the one that was Wednesday night that you did. 'Cause I was live trying to sell this break for a little bit, hanging out during the baseball game, and then I went over there. It's like, oh, and it was full, and that's when you pulled the orange. I think it was that break. Here, there's. Yeah, Ben Rice. Yeah, I have quite a few Ben Rice stuff as well. So, yeah, Mark had the Yankees and Mr. E had the Nationals. So he traded, and it worked out a little bit. I mean, these Ben Rice are pretty nice. This one's real nice. I think the print run is about 30 on this one. This is a common on the oil spill, so about 30. But a couple of nice Ben Rices for his collection. Aaron Judge refractor. No Julio. Yeah, not a single Julio in there. Yeah, I think Ben Rice gets more playtime next year. For sure. For sure. It was kind of a wild, not wild, but kind of, I mean, the bottom of the ninth, there was a little theatrics involved. It was kind of entertaining. You definitely watch that bottom of the ninth. I didn't get to watch much until, yeah, I was at work, so I didn't get to watch it. I looked and saw the score, or I didn't even get it, even see anything about the game till the third inning, and that's when it was already 3-1. Then, but. Get rid of every why get rid of every Ben Rice. Yeah, but he pitched. I mean, gave up one. I'm not sure why he didn't come out. Was it the sixth? I think did he only do 5 innings or did he do 6? I feel like he still could have came out for that next inning, but yeah, I mean he got the W, so he's got 2 wins this World Series: a shutout or a complete game, and did you do 6 innings? Or was it only 7? I mean, only 5. I think it was only 5. I think. Yeah. Oh, he did do 6. Okay. I can't remember if he only did But I still remember thinking it's like they could have came out for one more inning though. That's what I was thinking. At least I was just listening to it on the way home, and then he's probably come out because I think he was pretty low on his pitch count, like, and like it was like the bottom half of the lineup was up coming up. So I was thinking he could come back out, but is he? I guess he was at 96. That's more than I thought, to be honest. I thought he was low 80s at that point. That is more maybe. Okay. Then okay. Yeah, that was early on there. The third inning, they got bases loaded and got a single and got two home, and that was the game. That's all there was. Crew. Life later. I'm sorting right now. We gotta get the first break done, and I put up the same break as a 10-spot mixer. So just sorting right now. 25 Finest, 24 Inception, a Chrome Hobby, and a couple of the holidays. We did it for 34 spot in a 30 spot team, and I'm doing it for 100 for a 10 spot. So about 33 a team for a 10 spot snake draft, or 160 for a division. 160 for a division, which would then be $32 a team, so even cheaper. And sold 2 of the 10 spots so far. And I'm tempted even, normally we do 1 spot in the divisional. I mean, not divisional, but on the snake draft since we're picking. But we'll see. We'll see if anybody's interested. But it's slow going. I posted it right as I went live to start this break, and we've just sold a couple spots, I think. I know Mark was in. Who else? And Cardholics in. So I'm just sorting now. The wife and youngest are on their way back from Tulsa. So I was like, well, I'm going to be up. I might as well stay up and just get this done and see if we can get another mixer in. How you doing, man? When are you up in town now? Are you staying up here, you said? Like the I know you said something about getting induced. I don't remember exactly when. What date you said? Airbnb previews. Okay. Label him. That's right. November 10th. That's right. Yeah, I remember that now because that's between my wife and daughter. False alarm. Dude, I don't mean it's been a long time, but yeah, especially from the first one. First one's, you know, it's just such a new thing. It's crazy times. Yeah, over there. Who's in the chats? What's going on, man? Just sorting. We had a little break earlier, and I just got time to do nothing. So I'm just doing the sort, having fun, talking, hanging out. I did, when I went live earlier, we added the same break, just a 10-spot mixer. Instead of 30 spots, it's 10 spots, and slightly cheaper. It was 34 for a team in the break. It's 25 Finest, 24 Inception, a 25 Chrome Hobby, and a couple of the holiday stuff. It was 34 for a team. For a 10 spot, it's $100, so it's like 33 a team. It's on the website. And then if maybe we could also do a that would mean you get 3 teams, and we would do a snake draft for the draft, and then you get to pick your 3 teams, you know, 1 through 10, and then obviously a 10 would pick 11th and whatnot. Or be 160, we could do a divisional, 6 people in a divisional, you get 5 teams. Random, obviously, and then that's down to 32 a team, so even a couple bucks cheaper. What was this? So we're just, yeah, let's get some time to kill. Have some nice little soft. Actually, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna go to a different music. Slightly different. Let's see what this one's like. That one's been pretty good. Not quite as good as Strikers today. I enjoyed Hit. He had some good extra stuff, but I kind of wonder if maybe we can find something that's similar. All right, where am I at? But it's quiet. Skip ahead of this song. You know, that could be true. It could be true. I don't have enough spirit going on right now. I couldn't do that right now, man. Dude, if you didn't watch Strike today, man, that was pretty well done, man. Like, I would pass out after like 20 minutes of trying to do that. Right on, man. Right on. Yeah, gotta start somewhere. Learn about it. Just come in and hang out. We have a good time. Yeah, that was crazy, man. Yeah, that break was. I watched like an hour of that break or more, the first part of it. I was at home a little bit doing some stuff, and I was just listening to it on the way into work because it was so entertaining. I was like, oh my goodness. He kept it up. It was well done. Yeah, it was well done. But I mean, are we surprised? I mean, I'm not. No one is surprised. Right. Okay. Who's that auto of? They ranks? They ranks? I don't even know what that is. $20, man. You got to see. Please. Yeah, I think he was Jason last year, and it was yes. I don't know if he was it silent the whole time when he did that, or did he like give it up at some point? I can't remember. I know he was. There was nothing. He was yeah. Um. I mean, I wonder how much if he practiced that for a while. Like maybe he was leading up to like okay, like the week before he just started really practicing talking like almost talking that way. You know, because it was always well done. It was entertaining. It was. I mean, maybe he's just a natural. Yeah. So yeah. So if you're just looking at what's for sale, then probably it's more than likely the bottom one. What's for like what's available? Like if no one's buying it at $10, it probably means it's closer to $10 then, right? If people are asking 10, 20, and 30, if no one's buying it for 10, that means that's right. Because no one's gonna go buy the one for 20. They're gonna buy the one for 10. I mean, unless there's like something seriously wrong with the card, like oh, it's got a big ding in the corner. So yeah, yeah, that's what you got to learn. Or maybe it's only a $5 card, right? If no one's buying it at those things, so it's just part of it. And then you can go actually see what have maybe look at what's sold. And yeah, Ricky Pershaw for sale definitely is. I don't even know who that is. So probably on the bottom, yeah, how that would work. Yeah, right. If those cards have been up there for a month or something, right, and no one's buying it at $10, I mean, could at some point it sell for $20? I don't know, but you know, yeah. So, but that's one way to think about it though is if it's someone could have it listed for $1 million, and the next guy have it listed for 100, and you're like, okay, it's obviously not worth $1 million, right? Or even 500,000, or even 1,000, or 500. It's probably around 100. You got like a new Steve Young card, like from like a Panini product, I'm assuming, of some sort, or like a old Steve Young. Well, the football uniform's gonna look old because when he played, it's an older uniform. He's not wearing new uniform. Oh, if you look at the back of the card on the bottom, it usually will have a year when it's made, especially all new stuff. Like this right here, it says weird. Oh, come on. There we go. So right there, right down here, it says, copyright, whatever, and it says 2025. Right here. It'll say when it's made. So yeah, he's gonna have an old uniform because he played back not wearing new uniforms. Johnny. Well, Boston did well in the holiday boxes. couple mayors. Well, yeah, well, you learn, right? You come in here, hang out. YouTube's a really good spot. I mean, I don't know much about football cards and basketball cards as much as baseball, but go in here, people in the chat, you know, if it's someone that's a good host that knows what they're talking about, you can learn a lot that way. Just, you know, by watching and soaking a lot in. You don't have to even ask that many questions for the most part. Just, you know, see what others have to say, talk about stuff. And usually if it's a good host, they'll have some good information for you. And there's also just informational videos that people put out about stuff and products. Learn about the hobby. There's a bunch of content on here, a bunch of garbage content on here where people are just looking for clicks. You know, want to be influencers, talking about stupid stuff in the hobby, the clickbaity stuff, but don't really talk about cards. Just about what's the hot bee of the gossip world. So, guy sold a $40,000 car. Well, there's definitely those kind of cards, crazy cards. And honestly, if they're talking about selling cards, at least, right, those kind of guys that do those videos, to me, about buying and selling, at least it's about cards, because a lot of people talk and it's not even like, I mean, it's about the card hobby kind of, but it's more about like, oh, you know, just someone's opinion about something stupid, you know, and want to make it a big fight or something. It's like, okay, I don't care. But yeah, then those kind of same people, though, probably like some of the dumb people on here don't like it when other people talk about spending $40,000 on a card. It's like, well, that's part of the card hobby. It's real. People spend tens of thousands of dollars, especially on football, crazy football and basketball cards, you know, the RPAs. People spend a lot of money on those cards. That's fairly common. So when people make content of it, that's what it is. That's what they do. That's how they do the hobby. They hustle. They buy stuff, you know, lots of, you know, thousands of cards every day and try to flip it. You know, they're going to buy some rookie quarterback. Ooh, I think I'm going to buy him now because he's going to go up. I think he's going to do more. I'm going to buy a card for $20,000 so I can sell for $35,000. Or you buy it for $20,000 and then he gets hurt, never plays again, and it's maybe $1,000 card. That's the game they play. And if you have that kind of money. But anyways, that's just, yeah, some people make content like that. I don't really watch that personally, just because I'm just not into that, watching it. And I don't, it's more football and basketball stuff. There's lots of money, but also there's boxes to open if you're into opening or getting the breaks that cost a lot more. Cardinals. So you do, what kind of cards are you doing so far, Zay? I call you Zay. So that's a mystery packs. Depends on what, I mean, can I recommend any, or do I recommend them in general? I think there's some fine ones out there. I don't go to the Whatnot and the Fanatics much. I think a lot of people do a lot of different stuff there. I think you got to be very cautious about going over there and doing mystery packs. There's some that are a lot more legit. And then obviously there's like, you know, you could go onto the apps where like they have the courtyard and those kind of things. But it's what you're getting into, know what you're getting into. But some of those, especially those apps, you know, it's just like a trap to spend money. Go, oh, one more hit, because it's so easy, right? But, and then there's also like, I like it to where like some of like Dave and Adams, they do their repacks of, say, but there's all kinds of ones with jerseys or cards, graded cards, autograph cards. They'll have different kinds and different levels, and they tell you everything that's in there. It's pretty. It's called something. Hit Parade. Hit Parade. I've done some of those in the past. I actually got a really cool Mike Trout second year card, on like a PSA 9 or something like that. Pretty cool card. It wasn't one that hits, but it was still a cool card. Pretty much got my value out of it. You may not, but then there's also like subscription boxes that I've done where you get, and you can like go to them. There's quite a few out there. I've been a part of a couple. Some of them don't do anymore, but there's the one I did a lot of was Film and 10 Rookie Card Explosion. And what you do is you can either sign up for like a membership, and I think it's made it a little cheaper, where it's a recurrent every month, or just every month you can try to get on there and see what the packs are, and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I like that, I'm gonna buy it. And it has like a couple different levels, and then you get different packs to open, and it's usually some higher end packs that you normally wouldn't be able to open because you wouldn't be able to go buy a box. You normally that it's coming from a reliable source, so that's something as well if you like to open and you kind of want to, a good variety. That's the way to do if you like the kind of mystery. It's kind of a mystery pack, but you get unopened packs, out of boxes. It's like I could do this. I could take these packs out, but you also got but you got to find a reputable source. So like certain people, they have their reputation on the line. It's they're not going through packs or something, right? Oh, okay, feeling them up or doing some shady stuff. But anyways, there's those kind of things. But I don't know much about the actual repacks and all the graded repacks. I know PSA is getting into it where they're kind of controlling it and they're putting their name behind some of them, but I don't know enough about that. I don't do it myself. I've kind of interested in something like that because some of those seem actually pretty decent. I watched some of those. I just was interested in. I went and watched a couple cases of those where people are doing like a case break and of those where there's like 6 in a box, and they were or maybe they put like 3 of them in a mixer with some other boxes. So I don't know what a zoo pack is. Steven, oh, my pen is dying. I need a new one. Hello, from Ohio. What's up? All right, Astros. But again, and there's just people do the hobby all kinds of ways. I started out in 22 chasing Bobby Witt. I opened a lot of product, chasing his stuff, a lot of 22 update. And just having fun chasing to get stuff for my PC. And then I ended up starting a channel. I was ripping something. I might as well start recording my rips. It's fun. I was enjoying it. And then kind of, was entertaining enough. Started doing some breaks, a little bit here and there. And then now I do breaks fairly regularly. That's big. It's just fun to rip. I love ripping it. It's just more about a little hobby hustle. I get some funds to where I can go buy some boxes to rip or maybe buy some cards, but I don't, that's not my job. Fun. So it's the way I do it. Obviously I'm lucky enough. I consider myself lucky to be able to do this because a lot of people would like to do this. A lot of people like to do this to try to make a lot of money off it. And people do make money. I think it's fine. People do it for a living. Like Stryker, he does this for a living. He, I think, kind of started out very similar to me, just was ripping, it was entertaining, people liked him, and got in the breaks. He was also timing because he was in before COVID. That was great for him. But also he's just great too, so that helps. But Steven M. Steven Steph. Well, you definitely need money, and obviously, and anybody, a lot of people they'll just open a pack, open a little box, and they'll make a video of it. It's probably not going to get as many views, but you can't. People have fun doing it, right? And just have fun doing it, and put your videos up and you get some boxes. And I met this right. I mean, if you want to do it, I mean, not everyone wants to make a video. I mean, very few people want to make a video, to be honest with you. It's kind of but some people do. I just wanted to do it because I was having fun. And I like being creative. I haven't been as creative lately. I'll admit that. Making some videos, entertaining. I have some ideas, but again, this is just a hobby. I'd like to turn, like be able to like do more, entertaining videos. Even just as a hobby, because I like to get quite a bit of knowledge, and I'm a big enough nerd to be entertaining enough, in my opinion. I mean, got no shame. All right. Well, we're all sorted. But yeah, you need money for everything in life, every hobby. Just kind of how far you can get into it, learn about it first. That's what I was, learn what's out there, what you're interested in. There's a lot. I've been in now for 3 years. I mean, less than some, way less time than some people, and I know a lot more than a lot of people, just because I've also just went out the deep end. What's a PC? A personal collection is a PC, your personal collection. So like, I PC Bobby Witt cards, right? I have a bunch of Bobby Witt cards, and here are some of my better ones that I have up here on the stage that I use for my background. So PC, yeah, personal collection. So sometimes like when people say it's a PC rip, that means I'm just ripping for my personal collection. Like I'll make a video or I'll go live and I'll rip for my PC, or like tonight it was a break. So, okay, welcome in, Jack. Appreciate you coming. Hey, yeah, you guys hit the like, sub, all that stuff. Yeah, just small time dude, having fun. Mainly do breaks anymore, have fun. I still do some PC ripping. But yeah, I got a little website. I made a website just to make it easy, because I don't do this if I did it for a job, I would probably have a website, but I just did it because it made my life easier. And it's just, to me, just the cost of doing it. I mean, I learn. That's the thing. Just learn. Come on YouTube. Depends what sport you want to get into, what you want to collect, and how you want to do it. I mean, breaks is just kind of a fun way. It's entertainment. That's how you got to think of it with, and then you can, do cheap breaks. There's all kinds of cheap breaks if you're interested in getting in breaks, or just buy singles, or you want to go open some boxes, learn what you like. There's so much out there. And people do it all kinds of ways. Some people, just buy singles or like to buy and trade, and, then you can grade, not grade. I like to grade. You can see. So all this up here, the rule is that it has to be a PSA 10 to get on the wall. Right now, it's all Bobbies. It's normally a lot of Bobbies. I used to have a lot of my Julios up here and some other PC cards. Just lately, it's just been all Bobbies. So, okay. Well, yeah, that's, you got to narrow it down and learn about what you want to collect of people. If you want to kind of have a more narrowed collection, okay, I want to collect these people, this team. What do I want to collect of that? Some people like to do rainbows of a guy, you obviously aren't always able to get all of them. The lower numbered ones, the 101s out of 5. So, yeah, there's all kinds of ways to collect. No right or wrong way. But yeah, I would say, you want to, dabble in a little bit and learn, see what there is out there, what you want to do. Most people try to, stick to rookie cards or a certain type of card, or they find something they like personally. Like, I really like this thing. I want to do this. I just want to get autographs of my favorite players, or relics, or certain parallels, or just whole hodgepodge. So, but rookies are a very common thing. There's the most valuable of any player. In baseball, there's the Bowman First, which used to be the most valuable. Maybe now the most valuable card you can get is the patch auto that they started a couple years ago. But it used to be the Bowman First Auto. Superfractor was their top card, and then also there's the their rookie Chrome card. But that's a whole nother game, prospecting. Don't get into that. That's not really as much. Bowman is more of a prospecting game than anything, with a little bit of PC stuff in there for rookies, but that's another level. I still don't even, I know enough about Bowman, but the prospecting game is. Well, yeah, so just, yeah. That's it. A good way to do it is just learn what's out there. So in my breaks, I try to keep my breaks at a good value, and usually try to be on the cheaper end. Like this was $34 right at a spot. So it's like, you go to Walmart and buy a box, or you can get in a break, have fun, and take your, obviously open up a little box. And okay, take your, get lucky, hit a sweet card, or just get a normal box and not much. If you're here, it's the same thing. You get a team, see if you get a good team, and then hope that good team hits. Or you get a team that's but you happen to get one of the better cards from the break. So it's kind of the same thing. I try to keep it around, and you have good value, because you can go on Whatnot and there's other places, and they're charging, sometimes double for some breaks compared to what I'm charging. Kind of crazy, but people go there and pay the money. So you can spend the money and have their one. It's just whatever. Like I just did a break where they were charging. I charged less, and I had way more boxes of the box they had, plus like a $400 box in there, and it's crazy. No, I don't do binders. You can do binders, but most people now will get like a box. Use a binder is going to be more. That's honestly kind of a more of a little kid thing. If you're going to put your cards in a sleeve and put them in a binder, not as many people do that anymore. Newer collectors may, but most people will get boxes now, it seems like. Unless maybe, some people like to do that because that's how they've always done it, but no, most people don't, unless they're like getting a complete, like a set of something, and they want to have it in there. They may, even then, but then you can also get binders that you can put top-loaded cards in. So they make it to where, it will fit a top-loaded card. I actually bought one of those because I have a couple. I don't know about the boxes. You just go buy some cardboard boxes, or just whatever online, all kinds out there. And then for my graded cards, I got some nicer boxes. Shoebox works, but then you do want to depends on what you're doing. Typically, yeah. And most people don't use binders unless it's like you're making a set of some, and that's how you want to have it. A lot of people that do complete sets, make complete sets, will put them in binders, not where they have them. I say as a kid, but there are plenty, guys that have just been collected always and every year. They want for their, like, say, heritage or something like that, maybe a heritage set, they put in a binder every year because they like it. They've always done it every year, so they try to collect it and all the inserts or something. They put them in a binder, or you can put them in a box, But yeah, normally little kids will get a binder, and they just open some box and they put all their cards in there, and like the Bobby 101 still maybe in some kid's binder somewhere. Because I have a nephew, he's 7-ish, and he's getting in the cards a little bit, and he just opens them and puts them in the binder. Ruining any kind of potential value, but who cares? It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just most people are like, oh my goodness, no, don't put that. And they pull some crazy card, they don't know what it is, and they're just putting it in a little binder, because their parent or dad, mom or grandpa don't know anything about the cards either. It is, it's baseball cards, little kid, sure. So maybe the Bobby Witt 101 is in some kid's binder that opened it a couple years ago, and it's just been in a binder, and now it's in the attic somewhere. Or it hasn't been pulled. That's what I like to think. So yeah, there's all kinds of different ways. And then, it's a lot of terminology. there's different terminology between Panini and Top stuff, and between the different sports. A lot of this stuff translates over, but maybe different names for parallels and what it's different, but a lot of similarities. So. Yeah, I don't think most people have shoebox. So like I have like these. I bought them because I get stuff for a good price for these people from card shells. Maybe you can see it better up there. Just pros. So they actually have smaller ones, not so tall. But these are more for graded cards. They're taller. Yeah. Yeah, well, so yeah, the Tops has all the licenses. Actually, pretty much has all the licenses for all sports at this point. So, better to put, like the team logos on there and everything. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. I'm sure. How close? So here's an example here. So this is a Panini baseball card. So you can see, so they don't have the license for the MLB. All they have is the Players Association. So, but you usually will have it on here. That's kind of weird. Usually it has like the license they have. I don't see it on here. Maybe it's on the box. That's kind of weird. Anyway, so you can see like his hat. There's no logo on it. It's been they airbrush it out. They won't have the Mets on here on their from the jersey. They can just, so it just says New York. It doesn't say Mets anywhere because you can't use Mets, but they can use his name and the guy's image. So here's a Tops, here's a Heritage. You see, right? So if this was Nini, they'd have to scrub that off. It would just be a blue hat. I think they may be buying Panini. I think, well, Fanatics was going to buy them. They wanted to buy them out before, but Panini was being So Topps has had the license for I don't know how many years now for baseball exclusively, but Panini has had their right for the NBA and NFL for many years now, for like 15 years or something like that. I don't know exactly how long, but Topps just got the license back for football and basketball because Fanatics did, and they bought Topps and they bought the licenses up, but they just started with the NBA stuff. So they have like now the NBA stuff is, well, that's a kind of a bad example because it's old up the card, but like right, it's like this now. So like, okay, so now it can have the logo on there. It has the Miami on there and all that stuff, right? So they don't have to go through and scrub it. So, but now Panini can't make basketball with this. This is their last year for football, 25. Next year, Topps starts their license for that, where they're going to have all the football products, the licensed. So Panini can still make them. Well, actually, I don't even know if they can for those sports. They may have lost the Players Association license as well, actually. So I don't know if they can even make any right now, to be honest with you. I don't know. So, but Panini is still making stuff for baseball. It just, everything's kind of weird looking, you know. So people prefer when it's licensed, is what we call it. I mean, so this is the Tops just now got it. So this is the Tops for basketball. When you see, it looks like this is the same design. This is the 25 Tops. This is the 25-26 Tops for basketball. So they did football this year. The base would be the same for the Tops. Then obviously they have different, you know, sets that look different, but. Well, yeah, if you're opening up, if you go open up a box, big or small, it's you're taking, yeah, it's again, it's you gotta treat that part as entertainment, right? Or said that's why a lot of people they don't open stuff anymore, you know. They just go buy the cards they want and that's it. They're happy buying a couple cards a year, or you know, trying to get it by, you know, a rainbow of somebody. You know, there are certain colors of their favorite player every year. You know, they want to get the gold every year or something like that, and they're happy with that. You know, and do it for their whole team or whatever, who, right? But but a lot of people like to open. It's fun to open, right? You go to the store with your buddies, your kids, or just have fun yourself. You want to, you know, hey, I'm gonna rip a box here and there, or more. You know, you save up every year. I'm gonna rip a case of my favorite set every year. I'm gonna save up, and then when my favorite set comes out, I'm gonna buy a whole case and have fun ripping it because it's a, you know, instead of buying a box every month of something or whatever, you know. Yeah, and you may not get your money back. That's part of it. Yeah. I mean, it's gambling by opening up a pack. Same with, I mean, breaking, but it's, you know, kind of, it's part of the hobby too. It's always been that way. You know, as kids, you know, you'd open up cards, hope you got your, you know, your Ken Griffey rookie. Yeah, it is fun. That's why, I mean, that's why I started with mine. It's why I do breaks now, because I don't have to open up. I like to open. It's just fun to open. And so I've been lucky enough to get in this position where I can just open a lot of cards and not have to, you know, pay for it and actually make a little money on the side, you know, doing it. It's a lot of time, work, effort, but I've got it down and can do it, and it's enjoyable for me. And I can provide, you know, a level of value that's fun. So, but yeah, it is fun. Yeah. And that's why I play many breaks, right? And, you know, I don't have a, you know, huge following or anything, and I don't have, you know, it's a little bit smaller community. We have fun. We just cheap breaks, but, you know, find somebody. Yeah. So that's how the main way I got into it. Was getting some little breaks here and there. And then, you know, found a card shop, bought some boxes. Went from there, bought more boxes, got some more breaks, and then started doing a lot of ripping myself. Hunting for Bobby Witt. It was fun. So, but yeah, see what's out there that you're looking for something to do. You're in entertainment. Buy some cards, buy some boxes, get some breaks, all kinds of stuff to do. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, I said my wife, they're getting home about 40 minutes now, so I'll probably call it now. But I think, let's see, where are we at on the break? Last I saw, we just sold 2 spots for the 10 spot, so we'll leave it there for now. We'll see if we do that, or maybe I may turn it back into a 30 spot. We'll see how it goes. Or I'll probably just put a thing out that there's a 10 spot, or if people are interested in that are already in it, paying only $30 more for a couple more teams, we can do a little division maybe on Sunday. Like I said, I work tomorrow night, and then early Sunday, early Sundays, maybe Sunday night, we can have another mixer of the same set, or maybe even change it up a little bit. We'll see. We'll have fun. All right, guys, well, I appreciate those that kind of break, filled it out, and those who came in chit chat. Ray, nice to meet you. Appreciate coming in, chit chatting. And yeah, everybody else. Yeah, it is late. I don't normally go this late, but it said I was going to be up anyway. So again, hit the like, sub if you are new. I appreciate it. Always good to have new people. And notification bell if you are interested in the breaks, because that's the best way to find out about the breaks, is I post a link to the website when there is a break on the website. You can go check it out, see if you want to get in, and yeah, have a good time. So anyways, until next time, see you.